hello.
Hello.
And hello to you at home or wherever you might be. The great thing about streaming is they could be in their car. I mean, listen, like not driving, hopefully. But
yes.
Anyway, this is welcome to Buzz Media. I'm Isaiah Davis, and with me, Damian Calder, Mason Woodbury. Guys, how's it going?
Very good, Mr. Davis. Very good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Are you fired up for the game tonight?
I am very fired up.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. We're here with the Mount Blue Cougars.
Yep.
What do you think? What are you thinking about the game tonight, Damian?
So far, I think this is going to be a pretty good game. It was the last time they played. It was pretty close, so it's going to be good.
Mason, I know there's a lot of background noise. Yeah, I don't know how that sounds on the air, but well, actually we can find out. We have a welcome to our viewers. I would like to apologize to
Mr. Davis would like to apologize for the background noise. It is still currently warm-ups. There is a minute 10 left until we get underway.
I would like to apologize for the poor quality of the broadcast from the other night. No one here is responsible for that.
Damn, it's getting loud.
There are a lot of technical problems.
All right.
As the music cuts off, we are
and the music comes off,
destined to get underway.
Hopefully we get a little bit louder. We have the live stream with two people watching. We have a lot of goals for tonight. On top of having a great game, one of our goals is to set our record.
What was our record last time?
It was 86 people.
86. I'm hoping for triple digits.
Currently we're at 4. You know, we got to get double digits before we can get triple, but I think that'll happen. Mason, what would you say the key to the game tonight's going to be?
Just find the hot hand. This Leavitt team has lots of shooters on the perimeter. You can just drive and dish, and we find that hot hand all night. Should be good.
Currently for the Hornets, coming into tonight, the leading scorer is Wyatt Hathaway, averaging almost 23 a game. But then they got a couple more. Colmore and Josiah learning to both in double digits. Banks is averaging about 9 a game.
Welcome to Larry High School for today's matchup.
We will let you listen to the announcing and the national anthem, and then we'll be back with more cutting-edge analysis.
The member schools of the KVAC would like to thank you for the support of our schools, our programs, and our student athletes. Please remember it's the responsibility of all in attendance to respect the opposing fans, the officials, the coaches, and the athletes. Please do not behave in a manner that will draw our attention away from the court. Again, your support is truly appreciated. Best of luck to both teams. Let's hope for a well-played and injury-free game. And now for the visiting Cougars starting lineup. A senior number 5, Garrett Reynolds. A senior number 23, Caleb Talbot. A senior number 11, James Anderson. A senior number 15, Randy Barker. And sophomore number 12, Jacob Farnham. Cougars are coached by Travis Magnuson, Brian Kelly, Matt LeClaire, Marty Magnuson, and Jason Briggs. And now for your Leavitt Hornets. At guard, sophomore number 1, Josiah Lernan. At guard, junior number 12, Keegan Melanson. At forward, junior number 2, Cole Warren. At guard, senior number 3, Josh Banks. And at guard, sophomore number 5, Wyatt Hathaway. The Hornets are coached by Michael Hathaway, John Cabin, Benjamin Redstone, and Wes Searoys. Officials for tonight's contest are Gene Keane, Jeff Benson, and Ken Brilliant. Athletic training services tonight's game are provided by St. Mary's Sports Medicine and Nancy Cornier. At this time, will you please rise, remove your hats, and play with our national anthem.
and welcome to the game. This is going to be an exciting one. We are dealing with the current Kings of the North, Mount Blue, first place in Class A in the heel points at 8-2. One of their 2 losses being to Leavitt. The Hornets are 9-0, but due to the quirks of the heel point system, we're currently in 5th place. But it's a lot of it's because the other teams ahead of us have played 12 games, 13 games. We've only played 9.
Yes.
Down in Southern Maine, they like to play their season early, apparently.
Yeah.
We are going to be using, we're going to try to stay non-political on this broadcast. I see already in the comments someone making one, but we're not going to be going there.
And we are underway. The Hornets will win the tip-off. The ball ends up in the hands of Wyatt Hathaway, who will look to set up the offense.
Hornets spreading it out. I talked to Coach Hathaway before the game, and he said both teams are going to look to play fast. So this may be a very fast-paced game.
A misconnection on the pass there from Wyatt Hathaway to Josiah Learned.
Hornets pressure in full court here.
Very bold strategy earlier in this game. 11 will fire.
And there's a travel right there.
You know, of all the things that refs do for signals, the travel signal is one of my favorite. It just looks fun.
Yes.
The other foul, you know, maybe in any ref in any sport, I think I really enjoy. It's like a wheels on the bus kind of motion.
Yeah.
We're up to 23 people on the live stream. Welcome. 0-0 game.
Wyatt kicks to Keegan Melanson. A turnover by Keegan Melanson. Now Blue will drive. Rebound, Cole Morin.
Now those of you just turning in.
Wyatt will fire.
Wyatt goes.
So good.
He goes deep. And for those of you who maybe aren't watching the game, you might look at that shot by Wyatt and think that's a foolish shot. But he is hitting threes at 44% on the season.
That's very nice.
Very high percentage from Wyatt Hathaway.
So when you shoot at that percentage, you can take those long threes.
Any space Wyatt has, he will pull it. Wyatt will look to Josiah in the corner. Inside to the big body, Cole Morin for 2.
Cole is smooth down there.
Very smooth. A beautiful left-handed finish. The fans were very excited about that one.
And that right there, you know, Keegan Melanson is not going to put up 20 points in big numbers, but you see those hustle plays like right there. He got that turnover.
I think out of everyone, he contributes the most to the things that don't show up on the stat sheet.
The Tommy points, for those of you who are Celtics watchers. The foul before the shot there by Wyatt.
Keegan Melanson will inbound.
Inbounding. See, no place in the stats for inbounding.
Into Cole Morin.
And Cole is dangerous. When I talked to the Mount Blue coach before the game, he said his real concern was trying to stop Cole and Wyatt.
That's a very tough task.
Yeah, and he was actually saying that he thought this was some of the most talent you're going to see on any team in boys basketball in Maine.
Yeah. Even if you succeed at that, we still Josiah Learned could get hot. Josh Banks.
Josh Banks could hit his famous Banks shot.
Banks, yes. Cole Morin looks for a big block. Cole Morin rebound. Outlet to Wyatt Hathaway. A quick turnover by the Hornets here.
Quick hands by Mount Blue. It'll stay Hornet ball, though.
It will stay Hornet ball.
Deflected there by number 12, Jacob Farnham, who's one of the top players for Mount Blue.
Looks like Mount Blue's doing his own defense right now.
A quick pass fired into Josh Banks. Hits the bottom of the backboard.
2-0 game, 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Mount Blue will swing quickly. A dish inside. A layup by number 23.
Caleb Talbot. Big finish. He's a big boy there, number 23. And he's got a tough task, 23 also, if he's going to be on pole all night.
No good. A hustle play by Josiah Learned. It will result in a Mount Blue ball.
Didn't quite get it, but when Josiah springs up, he's like a, I don't even know, something springy, like a spring or...
And he's so like casual about it. It's just so smooth and elegant. And he's just
like a...
Looks like...
Yes.
He's just able to get up there.
For the viewers at home, you should definitely watch the springiness.
Wyatt will pull.
Number 11, James Anderson.
Quick
Another
outlet to Mount Blue. Wyatt Hathaway with the hustle play.
And we're going quickly the other way.
That's the ball. The ball will be out of bounds. Hornet ball.
Already, it's a 2-2 game here, about halfway through the first quarter, but low scoring, but I do not expect it to stay that low scoring.
Not at all.
These teams have some serious offense.
Once these players find their rhythms and the shots start to fall, we'll see a very high scoring game. Josiah drives baseline, inside to Josh Banks.
I gotta credit Josiah on the pass there. So obviously Banks is gonna get the line, but it was Josiah with the good eye to see that, kind of weave that through the little spot.
The court vision. As Banks sets up for the first one.
One of our viewers at home giving us a little interesting tidbit that the actual Mount Blue in Farmington is believed to possess spiritual qualities. I wonder if that powers up the Cougars in any way. That might be part of what inspires. Damien, do you think that's a weapon that we don't have?
Yeah.
Not having a mountain.
Josh Banks will hit the second.
Never mind one with spiritual qualities.
That we know of.
That we know of. I don't know who Judith Bluestone is, but...
Cole Morin.
Fast break here.
Wyatt Hathaway pulls baseline. It is good. A quick inbound by the Cougars there, able to break the press. And Garrett Reynolds will fire up one.
When I talked to Coach Hathaway before the game, he said the number one thing they had to watch out was those outside threes. Garrett Reynolds was our pregame interview. And Hathaway was saying he can really heat up and put some points in.
Definitely something to watch for. Josiah will pull.
Another rebound there by James Anderson. He's had a few.
Number 33 will fire. Josh Banks gets the rebound.
That was Hunter Donald on the shot.
Cole finds Josiah on the outside, who will pull. No good. A quick skip. Holmorn contest. It is good.
Jacob Farnham, sorry, with the three for Mount Blue. And quickly Mount Blue has taken the lead here, 8-5 on the Hornets.
Josiah inside to the big man. Finds Josiah again, who will drive baseline.
Oh, we got a hold.
I don't believe. No, continue. Oh, that was against the Hornets.
I
didn't see what happened there. I don't know if you guys did.
An offensive foul on Josiah Learned.
Orange
Actually,
shot.
the foul was on Joshua Banks. Must have been away from the play.
He may have hooked the arm when he was driving. I wasn't exactly sure what was called on that.
Yeah, well, rubbing is racing, as they say in the race car game, but not in basketball, apparently, where they call the foul.
The Hornets looking to get some fresh legs in. A 5-second call on the Cougars.
Now, can you explain the 5-second call? No, you cannot. I believe the 5-second call is every 5 seconds. There's no shot clock in Maine, but you need to advance the ball up or move the ball around within if the same player can't hold it for 5 seconds without advancing the ball.
I do believe so.
Something along those lines.
A turnover by the Hornets.
Garrett Reynolds again.
Josiah Learned with a monster block.
So I want no part of that.
The Cougars will get the ball back. Struggling to inbound the ball. Will be white ball, inbounded by Oren Shaw.
Oren, the senior, it's the first time I've seen him check in tonight.
Marky Herman will bring it up the floor.
Mark Herman, some people have called him the Allen Iverson of the Leavitt Hornets.
I wonder who that could have been.
Yep.
I heard that people were saying that. A lot of turnovers early here.
Marky kind of reminds me of a Pistol Pete type player.
Oh, we have this. If you're being closely guarded, you have 5 seconds to pass the ball. Thank you to Dr. Pussums for
Dr.
providing us with that
Pussums.
answer.
I'm sure
And
Oren
this is
Shaw's happy about that one.
Rebound by Cole there. What's great about Buzz Media is not only do you get our expertise, but it's the collective expertise of all of the fans watching. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Pussums. And if I wouldn't say you're exactly a sponsor of the podcast, but if someone is looking for some catnip,
It's very high quality.
right? And I'm sure Dr. Pussums can tell you about it in the chat.
I actually purchased a bag one time, and I barely got into the house without my cat attacking me. It was getting that cat in the bag.
Minute 20 so to go. 8-5 Mount Blue lead.
The freshman Hunter Hayes is in the game. Marky Herman with a beautiful contest. Tipped out by Cole. Garrett Reynolds will find it. Garrett Reynolds drives. Kicks out. No good.
We have a little bit of a block-our view here in the corner of the cheerleaders who will be performing at halftime. So if you're watching this game but for some reason don't like basketball and you want something else, you can wait for halftime. Or if you just like both, they will be doing their routine tonight. And we will have crack analysis of that, I'm sure. Reynolds, the senior, was calling out the offense there.
Garrett Reynolds with a travel.
And my favorite call by the ref, the travel.
Hunter Meeks checks in for Mount Blue.
This first quarter is actually flying by.
Wyatt Hathaway will take it up the court.
Out there in the chat world, we would love your comments or thoughts on the first quarter. And maybe your keys to the game.
A quick turnover by the Hornets.
30 seconds to go. 8-5 Mount Blue lead.
Caleb Payton checks in for Mount Blue.
I see Joshua Banks is back. AJ Terrell. A very young group out here.
We do have catnip royalty in the chat. 12 seconds to go.
Caleb Talbot gets fouled. Goes for the free throw line too.
It appears the only starters left out there are Wyatt Hathaway and Joshua Banks.
For the Hornets.
For the Hornets, yes.
Caleb Talbot was the first scorer of the night for Mount Blue. Now he's shooting some freebies, but he does not make the first. 8-5, 9.5 seconds to go. I like the precision of our clock that it tells you 9.5.
Dylan Baker and Hunter Meeks checking for Mount Blue. Keegan Lanson checks in for Leavitt.
Oh,
Mount Blue will come up with the rebound off the missed free throw. Into the corner.
they're not going to get the shot
Throwing
off.
up, number 3 will. It's
And
no
misses.
good.
I was incorrect when I said they would not get off the shot, but they didn't score. So 8-5 first quarter. Low scoring game.
Very low scoring.
You know, they said they wanted to contain the Hornets. We've only got 5 points.
Yeah.
Who scored our 5 points there, Damien?
We got Zion Lerner with 2 points. We got Wyatt Hathaway with 2 points and Josh Banks with 1.
A very low scoring game. Very uncharacteristic of these Hornets. Why do you think that is, Damien?
Actually, sorry, no, continue. I'm reading the chat while you guys are talking. You should keep talking. I apologize.
I gotta say, the bench right now is a little quiet right now. Like Mount Blue's all pumped up right now. They want to win this game. If you get a little bit of
You're saying the energy is
their energy needs to build up on the bench.
You think the Hornets will quickly find their footing in this game?
With the record they have, they should.
They should, yes.
We got Hunter Hayes, Cole Morin, Josh Banks, Keegan Malance, and Wyatt starting 5 for the second quarter.
Mount Blue will inbound the ball. Mount Blue will get it inside. Works on Wyatt Hathaway. No good, off the bottom of the rim. Out of bounds off Garrett Reynolds. Wyatt Hathaway once again working that pest-like defense. Just coming at you from every single angle with the speed that he possesses.
8-5, low-scoring game, but I don't know how long you're going to keep this Hornet offense contained.
Once they find their footing, find who's hot, they should be all right. Wyatt Hathaway will scan the floor to Josh Banks. A near turnover by the Hornets. Wyatt Hathaway keeps it alive.
Those turnovers were actually a big problem for the Hornets. I don't know how many turnovers, but they had a lot of turnovers in the first quarter.
These Cougars do play very hard-nosed defense. Wyatt Hathaway will fire. It is good.
And he has tied the game up at 8.
Wyatt's got 5.
Now that should provide a big confidence booster for this Leavitt Hornet offense. Number 12 will drive. Floater no good. Rebound Cole Morin. Wyatt Hathaway finds the ball. Inside to the big man who will pull. A smooth jump shot by number 2, Cole Morin. Cole Morin just very calmly hitting that. Wyatt once again looks to take it up. The game has seemingly slowed down quite a bit. Wyatt Hathaway will fire. No good. Rebound by the Cougars. Who will, nope, they will throw it back in. Josh Banks finds it. Keegan Melanson takes it inside. A turnover by the Hornets. Mount Blue will calmly fire a 3. Rebound Keegan Melanson. Keegan to Hunter. Keegan finds the ball.
There's that zone defense again. We got to travel on Keegan Melanson.
I did not enjoy the travel signal as much that time.
No.
And we say the Hornets have scored 8 points, but Mount Blue also. Both teams have to be a little bit frustrated with this low-scoring game, just a defensive battle.
Very much.
I think at some point, though, the shots start falling. The girls' game the other night, they were down 23-10 a couple minutes into the third quarter. Looked dismal. And then suddenly they came roaring back to win on a buzzer beater by McKenna Redstone.
I did watch that. After the fact.
You what?
I did watch that on the live stream.
Oh.
The poor quality live stream.
The poor quality live stream. But tonight, much higher quality. We have had some comments. There's a little bit of an obstruction in the cheerleaders. I don't know if there's much we can do about that. They're here doing their thing, and we do not have the ability to get the camera up higher. But that's a minor obstruction. Hopefully, overall, the quality is better. For those of you watching, any requests, please make them in the chat.
All right.
You can have requests with us. My request of you is that you get a little more active in that chat.
Ask some questions. I'm sure Damien loves to answer questions.
I love questions, man.
He does. It gets him nice and involved on the desk, you know. Just feel free.
Josiah had the rebound there.
Josiah will drive inside.
There we go.
A charge has been called. Number 23, very excited about that.
Fires up the Mount Blue bench. someone
Although I
church.
think he's a little bit shaken up taking that charge.
And he's going to see the trainer.
Randy Barker shaken up on that play.
Yeah, he walked right back into the hallway by the locker room there. It's a great play to take. It's hard to take that charge. To see Josiah coming at you full speed and just stand your ground like that.
Yeah, Josiah, very fast guy, very big.
Very
strong,
aggressive.
Very aggressive.
I mean, obviously I don't like to say go against this, but that's quality basketball. It was a nice
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, to be willing to step in front of that and take a charge from a monster block by Cole Morin.
Euro
Transition, Josiah Learned will miss the layup. Josiah very slow to get up. The monster block by Cole Morin.
It was great. It was a great block, and then also a great grab by Josiah. That ball was up for grabs at half court.
Get it and go.
No.
Looks like Leavitt has the ball.
Camden with a great question here that we might not answer immediately, but we will get to. Oh, actually, with the timeout, this might be the perfect time. Camden asked both of you guys, what is your favorite and least or worst part of basketball? Let's start with Damien. Favorite part of basketball?
My favorite part would be like the fans, how crazy it is, how much they try to pump up the team. I have to say the worst part though is how the game can get slow at one point. There's no points being scored and people are quiet. I don't like that.
Right. It's nice a game like today or like the Miranda game where there's all that energy.
Yeah.
It makes it a whole different game. And what do you have for your favorite and least favorite?
Well, I'm going to look at this through the perspective of a player because I'm also a fan. But as a player, I think my favorite thing is probably just being a part of the team and the camaraderie that comes with donning this Leavitt journey that has been jersey. That has,
but it's also part of a journey. A journey
Yes.
and a jersey. And
Yep.
it's like a journey song. And
These jerseys have been worn by great Leavitt athletes and
going on journeys.
Yep, gone on very many journeys. And probably the worst part for me as a player is definitely catching the ball because I have very poor hand-eye coordination.
That is a very honest.
Yes, I'm very honest.
So catching the ball. Do you have trouble catching the ball in other sports?
I don't really play other sports, but
So that might be something that would improve your hand-eye coordination.
definitely something I'm going to look
Work on that.
into
Camden, thank
working.
you for the question.
That was a very good question,
Really provided
Camden.
our timeout entertainment.
Cole Morin with a turnover.
Those turnovers will cost them right there.
I think as the game slows down, it gets harder and harder to avoid turnovers.
It'd be nice to see a team get a little bit of a flow or maybe adjust to the defense being played against them.
This game has slowed down quite a bit since our first quarter. Inside on Josh Banks. Another block by Cole Morin.
Now, we do not have that. We will get these stats at halftime, the official stats, but that's at least the third block.
That is the third block with Cole Morin.
You say that confidently,
I do.
without looking at the stats.
I am very confident.
All right.
There's one thing I love to pay attention to. It's those monster blocks by Cole Morin. Because I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of those.
Beyond just the fact that it obviously blocks the shot, it's got to be demoralizing the next time you get near the basket.
Yeah, it definitely isn't. It's definitely not a confident booster. Yeah. Well, he's already very intimidating, standing at 6'4", 6'5". A putback. Keegan Melanson with a scruffy rebound. Keegan throws one up. He will head to the line. Now, that's the type of stuff we're talking about with Keegan Melanson doing the grunt work of this Leavitt offense. Just getting in there, getting rebounds and putbacks.
It is a 10-8 Leavitt lead, and Mount Blue has not yet scored in this quarter. Points have scored 5.
Herman checks in.
I want to welcome the 35, now 34 people watching the live stream. Feel free to give us more questions from you, the viewer, or comments, or compliments.
We might not get to them
potentially
immediately,
insults if that
but
happens.
timeouts and lulls, they're very good to go to.
Oh,
A quick rebound as Keegan Melanson will hustle.
It's going to be a turnover.
Turnover.
Yeah, Mount Blue hasn't scored this quarter. That's going to be frustrating. They've been outscored 6-0.
The Hornets slowly revving it up. Keegan Melanson will drive inside. Cole Morin out to Mark Herman. Josh Banks will secure the ball.
Jump ball.
Driving on the floor.
The jumps up and the possession arrow goes to Hornets. What do you think about the possession arrow instead of the actual jump ball? It just takes turns. Would you like to see some more actual jump balls?
I feel like that could create some very good situations.
Great dive on the ground though. I always like to see people getting scraped up. Really
Wyatt Hathaway will pull. No good. That is something that the Hornets are very good at, is getting on the floor to get the ball.
Now that was a case where that shot didn't fall close and Cole didn't do anything, but you wonder if he intimidated him.
Another turnover.
As Marky Herman stops to help up Wyatt Hathaway.
A couple layups missed now with Cole standing there, and I have to think that they're thinking about that.
Marky Herman looks for Keegan Melanson and just rings out.
Actually, I would ask you, Camden, if you're still watching, what is your favorite and least favorite?
Another miss.
Less than 3 minutes to go.
Keegan Melanson finds Josh Banks for the floater. An easy right hand. Mount Blue will call a timeout.
Josh Banks has 3.
Favorite Hornet alumni? Put on a Leavitt basketball or other jersey. Let's stick with basketball. Favorite Leavitt basketball player? Now, did you guys, when you were kids, did you come watch games here?
Not really. I went to
didn't
the
watch
football
basketball games, but I always came for football and soccer games.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what about those sports? Did you have someone when you were a kid that you looked up to?
Someone
In some ways, those high school kids are almost like professional athletes to little kids.
Yeah, when you're little.
Yeah. There are some kids behind us who are just cheering for Cole. I hear them all night. Cole, very big part of this community. He's actually part of the Big Brother program where he goes and helps out some of the kids at the elementary school.
And he is a big brother.
Yeah.
He's big.
Yep. Let me answer this. Let me get that or?
Shot is up and no good there by Gary Reynolds. Mount Blue's in a shooting slump.
Marky Herman comes up with a big board. Marky takes it coast to coast.
Turnover.
Quick turnover. Another quick turnover.
So far, these teams just can't calm down.
I almost wonder if Mount Blue should slow it down. I'd say to them, they're getting out running, but they're not taking advantage. Although I guess they haven't scored in the half court either. You got to try to get something done.
Got to get something going.
They are at an over here so far for the
You do
quarter.
not want to be in a deficit with this Hornet offense. But a beautiful left-handed layup. These Hornet players have been hitting these left-handed layups all night. 11 will fire, no good. Rebound by Oren Shaw.
Mount Blue once again. The Hornets have put up a force field around the rim, apparently.
A near turnover, but it is saved. Wyatt Hathaway will pull. Oren Shaw getting scrappy down there.
Bodies down.
Now Blue will drive inside as Oren Shaw looks to take a charge.
A minute 10 to go and a 15-10 point lead. We have an exciting update on the ice disc that we'll save for now.
All right. Oren Shaw will
viewers
pull.
that don't know how to read the chat.
Rebound, Cole Morin. Cole Morin is fouled. Cole Morin to the line for 2.
Tim Wimmers, our viewer, wants everyone to know the ice disc is spinning again down at Westbrook, which is good because I heard it had frozen to the side. You guys know about the ice disc?
I do.
I don't know about it.
Damien, well, I'll tell you. So there's a giant disc of ice that's just floating down the river from the. Actually, what river is that?
I don't.
It's been on the news. You've seen it on the news.
I did see it. I did see it.
And earlier today, it was stuck on the side, and now it's back. It's kind of a national phenomenon. Tim Wimmers, if you can tell us, Tim, anything more about the ice disc, we'd appreciate it.
I would be very interested.
Meanwhile, Cole hits the free throw. I guess back to the basketball game that's occurring. Sorry to distract you guys with the ice disc, but you know, aliens and ice discs and things. It's important stuff.
It's always good. Good thing to talk about. Maybe some casual fans who aren't here for the basketball, just here for the good commentary work.
Yeah, I'm sure Tim's a big basketball fan, though.
AJ Terrell is able to tip it out. A great double team by the Hornets. Wyatt looks to slow it down a bit. Out to Marky Herman.
Another turnover.
This Mount Blue defense has just caught fire all of a sudden. A turnover. The Hornets very happy about that one.
16-10, Hornet lead with 17 seconds left to go. Oh, we have more of an update on the ice disc from our director of guidance. But we'll save that because there's 16 seconds left to go here in the half. 10 seconds.
Marky Herman will get it. Fires it, cross-court pass. Wyatt will pull. No good. Rebound, Josiah. No rebound.
No one can make it happen.
No shot. And
16-10.
that will send us to halftime.
Now we have the update from two different people that a paddleboard. Well, actually, we have mixed reports of either a kayaker or a paddleboard that went out onto the Presumpscot River and freed the ice disc up so that it could continue. It's a large disc of ice floating down the river, spinning in a circle.
Huh.
But I don't know if it was a paddleboard or a kayak. This is the kind of
we got to get our facts straight.
right.
This
Multiple sources. So, meanwhile, as you can see in front of us, the cheerleaders are getting set up to do their cheering routine. And how confident, Damien? How confident are you with your ability to commentate on cheering, the finer points of cheerleading?
I have no idea about cheering at all.
All right. Mason, you must be a cheerleading expert if you've done years of cheerleading competitions and you know how to analyze this.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, good. So we will be maybe unofficially scoring them. 50-50 against State. And you can see halftime here at Leavitt, if you're just watching what goes by on the camera, it's just a buzz of activity.
Very hectic yet amazing time.
Right. The cheerleaders are getting ready for their competition. There was some talk about whether or not we were going to broadcast this. You never want to give away too many of your secrets before the big competition. The decision was made that they wanted to go live. Meanwhile, the game, 8.5 minutes to go. And in the half, sorry. 16-10 Leavitt lead. We'll be updating the stats officially. The cheerleaders seem to be taping some mats together.
I do believe
right
it's
now.
Velcroing the mats down. They do this very quickly and efficiently. I'm sure it's from years of cheering experience.
Now, I'm curious about that sort of tape. I'm going to say maybe it's a Velcro.
I do believe it's a Velcro.
Or Velcro-like substance. We need a lot of safety. I can see a couple of the girls getting ready with some pre-spins and flips. And I apologize to those of you who know about cheering because I am not going to have quite the official terminology.
We'll find a way to make it quite interesting for you out there.
And I will say this, because I don't want to come across that I'm making fun of cheerleading. Actually, as far as athleticism goes, the cheerleaders, it's very impressive. And I know over the years that has gotten, this is not like your grandparents' cheerleaders,
not
where it was
all.
just literally cheering on the sideline. This is a competitive and actually pretty dangerous sport.
Very, very. I see every single day in the trainer's office, girls are getting their wrists, ankles, just everything taped up.
Mm-hmm. Currently, they are still taping the mats up.
Over the years, cheering has gotten very intense and more complex.
Yes.
With the flips and combinations.
Yeah. It's very athletic. If you're at home and you're watching this and you know more about cheering than us, feel free to fill the comment section. And also, if someone wants to break the tie on whether or not it was a kayaker or paddleboard, any more information on the ice disc would be appreciated as well.
That would be very appreciated.
Keep in mind, if you're just watching the screen, if you go to the chat, you will get some updates on things like the score, the ice disc. There was some little cheering move right there, which I don't believe was an official cheering move.
I do believe they're setting up.
Sort of, but they're starting to do some cheer-like things.
All right, there are the updated stats.
So the score once again is 16-10. Leavitt with the lead. Here we see the cheerleaders going. Doing some thing where they go up on the thing.
Yeah.
I think flyers might be what they call the girls that they throw.
Yep, bases and flyers, I do believe.
More
very complex flip.
Yes. I also think the coordination, I'm going to say, is key.
Very much. They do look like they're a well-oiled machine right now.
You what?
They do look like they're a very well-oiled machine, very in tune with each other.
Yep.
As they are setting up.
Doing some throwing.
The Flyers get ready to fly.
I don't know if I'd want a bunch of people throwing me like that. If you were going to be a cheerleader, would you want to be thrown or the thrower?
Thrower.
Yeah.
I'd like to be thrown. I do.
You like to be thrown, Mason?
Just the adrenaline rush.
Right.
Of course, there's no way I could do any of this.
The amount of trust you have in your people.
I do believe you have to, in cheering, you have to trust your teammates a lot to catch you.
Yeah.
It comes down to that team chemistry.
Not a good sport for someone with trust issues.
Landing their
Some
flip
impressive
very well.
level of jump and throw yourself into spinning things that just happened. The crowd is into this cheering performance.
Very much.
Oh, here we have an update from Sadie Veloso. The girls that go in the air are the Flyers, and they tend to be smaller, easier to catch and throw in the air. The bases are the ones that throw them. Mason, I'm not sure, you may be more of a base than a Flyer.
Yeah, I don't think my body type is going to work for a Flyer.
More like Damien's body build, probably.
What's that, Damien?
Then more like Damien's body build, I guess. I guess it's the height-wise.
Maybe we start our own cheering team, Davis. Damien can be the Flyer.
No. Let's give some people. Sorry. Occasionally, I just start dumping in and cut you guys off, and it's really rude, and I should be called out. Sadie, thank you for that. Let's talk about the game a little bit. So it was 8. I mean, we can just scroll up the score here. It was 8-5 Mount Blue lead at the end of the first quarter, which was already low scoring. And then that whole quarter was 11-2 Hornets. So low scoring. Paint Crew in the chat said that from Twitter, he learned that Mount Blue missed the first 13 shots in the second quarter. They have to be relieved that they're in the game, and I would agree with him. Like, you missed your first 13 shots, and against an undefeated Hornet team, you're only down 6. Mount Blue's got to be in a not happy about how they played, but happy about where they stand, you know?
Very much, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. We have the winning 50-50 ticket. The take-home tonight is $52.
$52.
It is a white ticket, 531 3103.
You got a 50-50. There's just,
531.
if you're at home and you've never been to a
0-3.
Leavitt game, I would highly recommend going to see a game. Like, we've got cheerleaders and 50-50s. Normally we have if the cheerleaders aren't here, we have a t-shirt giveaway with a
Free
small
throw
child
contest.
free throw. We have another update here. Mount Ararat and Lincoln are tied 9-9 in the first quarter. Susan Shaw congratulating the Lady Hornets on their great performance there. And Sadie said you would definitely be a base. Do we have the official score? And anything you've picked up from the stat sheet there, Mason? I saw you looking it over.
I'm actually having trouble reading this, Davis.
Oh,
We'll have
all
to
right.
give it to Damian Calder.
To try to. I actually missed one basket. I know Garrett Reynolds has 3, Jacob Farnham had a 3, and Caleb Talbot hit a 2. And then I think Caleb Talbot, actually, I think he has 4. But that is now very unofficial.
So we got
What do you got,
5
Jamie?
points in the first quarter and 11 points in the second quarter for Leavitt. And then we got 8 points in the first quarter for Mount Blue and 2 points in the second quarter.
Who's the leading scorer for the Hornets?
The leading scorer would be, it's actually tied right now. We got Josh Banks and Wyatt Hathaway, both with 5 points.
Oh, nice.
Very
And
low
then Cole
numbers.
must have, I know he had at least one basket I saw.
Yeah, he has 2 points. So far, all the starters have had points, not the bench.
A very low-scoring game so far.
Yeah. And this is crazy. I mean, if you have not watched the Leavitt game, this is not typical. What was the final score in that Moran Creek game? I don't know.
I do not remember, but
But I can find out. I guess this is the kind of thing I should know before I ask.
yeah, the Hornets do have a very high-powered offense with all of these pieces
Yeah,
and
the-
tools to go to at any moment.
They scored 70 against Moran Cook. They've been in the 80s against Lincoln and against Morse and against Poland. So for them to have 16 at the half, that's extremely low.
What was the score last time they played, these two teams?
It was 65-62, Leavitt game. So we would see some serious scoring if we're going to get up into the 60s.
Yeah.
And again, if you're just tuning in, Mount Blue is the #1 team in Class A North at 8-2. The Hornets are undefeated, which is their best start, at least in Coach Hathaway's career. I'm not sure the last time a Leavitt team came
I can
out.
actually confirm that. Coach Hath was actually telling us that he has never gone 9-0 with a boys team.
He mentioned 2011 he had a team that was 7-0.
Yeah.
Which I remember that team. Jordan Hersom, Tyler Walden, they were great.
That was a very...
That was a fun team to watch. We're getting more texts coming in, more comments coming in, trying to keep you updated. Thank you, Tim. We try to do our best with our halftime commentary, and I'm glad that you subscribed. We're always looking for more subscribers.
Definitely something we will look to work on is our cheering.
We also have a picture
commentary.
of the disc. I don't know how we can get that on there, but we do have the picture of him on the paddleboard, out freeing the ice disc.
So it was a paddleboard.
Yes, it was a paddleboard. We have his name was Andrew Sims who did it.
That is very shocking news. A paddleboarder instead of a kayaker.
It's really impressive that he took the picture and that he freed it. Thank you to our head of guidance, Heidi Poulin, for helping us out by providing that information.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. About 35 seconds until we're back underway for the start of our second half.
What do you think is going to be the key to the second half?
Offense, definday.
Do you
Just
expect
gotta
this to be the same, or do you think things will shake up in the second half?
Well, when you go in the halftime, I mean, the second half's always different because you get that stretch where you get to listen to your coach to tell you what's wrong, you fix it, and you do better.
And I think the Hornets are going to need to score more in the second half because I do not think Mount Blue's going to put up 10 points again. They're not going to miss the first 12 shots.
Well, the key is they got to lower those turnovers too. Those are a big impact.
Just capitalize on the opportunities provided by turnovers by the Cougars.
And the game is going.
Mount Blue looks to be trying to slow things down on the offensive end and hopes to slow down the Hornets as well.
Yeah, well, the fast break really wasn't working for him, so I think that's a solid strategy. Meanwhile,
2 of your 3 announcers are enjoying Junior Mints. Very refreshing. Thank you to Junior Mints.
Josiah Learned will drive. He is blocked.
Stolen.
Looking for a foul.
Oh,
A very beautiful
That's an
layup.
one right there.
great play by James Anderson, his first bucket.
Mount Blue's bench fired up.
And he's going to go to the line here. 16-12 game.
James Anderson. This game's still very close in anyone's reach.
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe the Cougars might have realized some of the mistakes they had made in the previous game. Maybe look to tune it down a little bit in hopes of shaking up these Hornets.
Yeah.
Mount Blue not happy with that out of bounds goal.
It's also a tricky situation because in a game that's kind of been sloppy on both sides, sometimes you might not mind being down by a couple points because it gets your players a little more fired up. Right now, the Mount Blue coach is extremely
Very fired up.
He is not happy with that call.
Some frustrations are starting to show.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think it's the frustration of more than just that call. Although I will say it did look like it was off the 11th player to me.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see what happened there, so. Wyatt Hathaway will pull. No good. A quick outlet by the Cougars. Number 12 goes up.
Oh.
And a blocking foul on Wyatt Hathaway. Who is
Jacob Farnham on the bucket.
unhappy with that call, to say.
And here we are, 16-14. Already a very different feeling here.
Mount Blue has their offense.
The energy is picked up very much.
Sometimes also as a coach, when you're yelling and getting mad at that call, part of the strategy there is just getting your team fired up. You know the ref's not going to reverse that.
The players see that you're standing up for them, so the players who look to stand up for the coach. Another quick foul will send
We got a
Josiah Learned to the line.
Josiah is going to the line. And I think that I'm not sure.
Mount Blue coach very unhappy with the call.
I think he just got a call right there.
We are back underway. Josiah Learned will shoot the first. It is no good.
Things getting heated here, back and forth.
Josiah goes 0 for 2 with the line.
So the coaches going back and forth talking there, but these two coaches actually played on the same team together. They're friends. I don't think that was anything heated between them.
No. Maybe it is a ploy to help these Cougars get a little bit more energized out there. Another quick turnover by Wyatt Hathaway. Number 12 gets some height on that.
Jacob Farnham is up to 7 points.
We got a tie game here.
Wow, tie game. Wyatt Hathaway will pull. No good.
Wyatt's just been off tonight on those threes.
Number 12 will drive. A kick out to number 5. Garrett Reynolds will sink it.
Mount Blue is ahead.
Never calls a timeout. Mount Blue's bench fired up.
Reynolds with the 3, and the Mount Blue team is fired up right now.
And it seems to have all started with the coach.
What was that?
It seems to have started with the coach's energy.
Yes. I think he took advantage of that situation, yelling, seeing his players saw that passion. He was able to walk the line without getting a tee, and now he's got his team fired up.
Yeah, the Hornets take a timeout.
Yeah, they would want to talk it over here. Suddenly, things are not going great this quarter. 19-16, Mount Blue lead. Coach Magnuson in high school was a 1,000-point scorer, and Coach Hathaway was telling me he was nearly a 2,000-point scorer in high school, which is crazy.
Very much. The Cougars are very, very pumped up. As
They got some
strut
swagger
onto the
here.
floor. They're pulling up with the swagger.
The Hornets, we've seen them in previous games that runs go against them. And they've managed to come back and turn it the other way. We also had a good point in the comments that points in transition have been key as well. It's a good way to get your offense started.
Cole Morin will miss.
Now the Hornets basket's on fire.
It is very loud in here currently.
Wide open for
Number
the three.
12. Number 12, Jacob Farman.
Knocked at the three by
I think they made
Farman.
3 threes in a row.
They find the cutter and Josh Banks, who will miss the layup.
And Mount Blue
Drives once again, finishes very high off the glass.
it goes at 23-16. Who scored that basket?
Number 11, James Anderson.
They had 10 at the half. They have 23 now here, less than 3 minutes into the second half.
The Mount Blue bench very excited right now. Wyatt Hathaway steps in. He will get the layup to fall.
That was an important basket by the Hornets.
That's the first two of the half.
And hopes to slow down this Cougar momentum. A monster block by Cole Morin once again. Zaya Lerner comes up with it. A layup.
And I'm sure you're hearing it at home. The crowd has come alive.
Very
After
nice.
kind of a sleepy first half. 23-20, Mount Blue lead.
As things start to pick up. I do believe that foul was on Keegan Melanson. Nope, they got Josiah Lerner with the foul. With a shove.
And that's his third. A little bit of foul trouble there for the Hornets.
Definitely do not want to get Josiah into foul trouble. A very key piece in this Leavitt offense. Jacob Farman has the ball. Of James Anderson. Wyatt Hathaway is able to come up with the rebound.
That was another one that Cole sort of redirected.
Kick out to Josh, who fumbles with it.
Mount Blue's got some good swarming defense right now. They're not leaving much space for the Hornets.
Josh Banks drives baseline. Inside to Cole Morin, who will go up. And he is fouled.
Couldn't get it to fall, but he's going to go to the line. By the way, Damien, you got a fan in Mrs. Labrie who says you are crushing your commentary. 23-20, and the Hornets at the line to shoot a couple. Apparently, Coach Magnuson was also a standout player at UMF. And according to Coach Hathaway, also a standout player in men's league. Paul hits the first free throw, and it is 21-23. Mount Blue by 2 with just under 4 minutes to go.
The Hornets have come back from this. A very good run by the Cougars.
Completely different game here in the second half.
James Anderson is able to sink a step back three.
Great shot by James Anderson. He's got 7 points now.
A completely different game.
Yeah.
It's unrecognizable from what we saw in the first quarter. Josiah Lerner goes up to get one.
They got those points in transition early, and now they're hitting the threes.
Looks like
inbound underneath the basket.
the Hornets will inbound. Number 5, Wyatt Hathaway. We'll find Cole Morin out on the perimeter. Keegan Melanson. Back to Wyatt. Wyatt will pull up. No good.
He's just not able to find the range yet tonight.
A great steal.
Oh, great steal by Keegan, but it must have been a foot on the line.
Yep.
That same kind of hustle play we were talking about with him in the first half, though.
Yeah, but that, of course it's out of bounds and they don't have the ball, but it's better than them, of course, getting a layup.
Right.
Or
He definitely stopped that transition.
Wyatt Hathaway will do the same. Inside, Cole is hit in the face. Josh Banks will fight for a rebound.
Scuffle over there.
Getting very scrappy as Cole Morin has to pull him apart. Good leadership on Cole's part.
And that was a tie-up with the possession arrows going the Hornets' way.
Keegan Melanson will check out. Here comes Marky Herman.
Fun game here. I hope that nobody stopped watching at halftime thinking it was a slow game and has missed this quarter.
Yes, it is picked up very much.
26-22. Mount Blue lead with 3 minutes to go.
Wyatt will dribble, looking to slow it down a bit. Mark Herman. Hornets are looking to make very smart plays right now. Finds the cutter and Josiah Learned, who will go up. A charge by Josiah Learned. Caleb Talbot takes the charge. Very excited about that one.
Mount Blue still with their floor.
The Cougars will inbound.
I'd also like to give a shout out to
Orange Shaw checks in.
Brooke Newman. I assume also Jeff Newman watching at home by their fireplace in the game. Hope you're enjoying this one as well.
James Anderson has the ball. Josh Banks is able to hit the screen very well. A charge. Orange Shaw very pumped up about that one.
A lot of players on both teams getting those charges. I'd like to see that. That's just great D.
Very, very high basketball IQ there. We also haven't received any questions in quite some time. If you have a question out there that you're just dying to ask Damien, leave in the comments.
James Anderson sits down for a minute. He had some very high quality minutes there. And couldn't really see it over in the corner, but it was a turnover.
The Cougars look to take it up. A screen.
Hornet ball.
And you know what's great is the Mount Blue fans are loud in our gym. The Leavitt fans are louder, but no matter any big play gets a loud cheer from the crowd.
Yeah, that's something that kind of at these long away games kind of struggles, is getting a crowd to come out to support your team when you're away.
Up in Farmington, they take their sports pretty serious.
Very
seriously. And they do travel.
Cole Moran misses the jumper. The Hornets, I do believe their next 4 games are all away games. Very tough to be on the road for that long. The ball is tipped out of bounds. It will remain Cougar ball.
If you are a Leavitt fan, or I guess a Mount Blue fan as well, and you have not caught a game live this season, a chance to see this level of play live, you need to be at the next game.
And then you just stream it when you get home.
So our overnight numbers are still good because, we need the view count so we can get monetized.
Eventually, hopefully.
Eventually, that's the dream. Retirement for me.
Oh, yes.
Off the Buzz Media stream.
The royalties.
From our millions of views. A minute 36 to go.
James Anderson breaks that one up.
26-22 lead.
Leavitt's ball.
James Anderson's name being brought into this once again. He's just out there hustling. The Hornets looking to inbound.
Into the cheerleaders there.
Garrett Reynolds will break that one out. Mark Herman inbounding. Wyatt Hathaway drives inside. A spin move by Cole Moran. Does not get the left to go.
We got a foul here.
That shot by Cole bounced everywhere except in. But it's going to stay Hornets, so.
Will be Hornet ball, yes.
Scoring's going to slow down. Really, Mount Blue scored 16 points in like 3 or 4 minutes of game time.
Yeah, that was.
And they've scored 10 the whole rest of the game.
Cole Moran with a spin, hoping to get some separation. No good. Orange Shaw looking for the rebound, but James Anderson comes up with it. James will dish to Garrett Reynolds. A very good move by number 31. Kyle Fox was able to get the big man off his feet and put it back up. Wyatt Hathaway is able to fix the shooting slump he's been in and hit one.
He's trying from each side, so apparently he just wanted to go straight down the middle there, and he nailed it.
That might have been it. Now hopefully this can ignite the spark.
The swarm with a lot.
Wyatt Hathaway gets a quick steal. He will go up. He is fouled.
I feel like Wyatt heard the swarm's chant of defense, and he gave the crowd what they wanted.
Very, very quick hands. He's a pest out there for those other teams that just.
I can imagine playing against Wyatt to be very annoying if he's guarding you.
Yeah, you're just unable to get the ball in at times because he's just flying around everywhere.
Yeah.
Very high stamina, so he's able to play those big minutes.
Yeah. And high like basketball IQ, like you talked about earlier. Just he knows when you're not paying attention. He knows the tricks.
He knows what he's doing out there.
I'm sure he's picked up many from his dad.
He's been around basketball his whole entire life. A double team.
He's struggling a little bit with the defense.
Kyle Fox is stuck in the corner. A 5-second call provided by the double team there from Josh Banks and Hunter Hayes.
28-26, Mount Blue by 2 with 20 seconds to go.
As we see Cole Martin will step out of the game.
And Keegan Manson checks in.
I have a request for our fans at home if you're watching. You need to tell all your friends to tune in for the fourth quarter of this game because this is what we call a barn burner.
Barn burner?
In the olden days, when they were a close game and then to celebrate, they burned down a barn, I assume. Is where that saying comes from?
That just seems like a waste of barns, you know?
Stays Leavitt's ball.
9 seconds left. Hornets, and I agree with Baker here in the comments that they need to get the last shot off.
9.4 left. Keegan Melanson will smoothly take
7
it.
seconds to go.
To Marky Herman inside to Hunter Hayes, who will kick back out. Wyatt throws one up.
There was a foul before that. I don't believe they got the shooting foul. With 1 second left. 1.3, the Hornets left time.
Wyatt Hathaway with the very high basketball IQ to throw that up there in hopes of getting to the line.
They didn't give him the shooting foul, but they are in the bonuses in the 1-and-1. And that was the third foul on Garrett Reynolds.
Wyatt just realizing that time's expiring.
Yeah, just really good awareness of it's the same skill that makes him such a good quarterback in football. It's just awareness of what's happening.
Very much.
Getting that one checks in from Mount Blue.
2-point Mount Blue lead.
Misses the one-on-one, but Hunter Hayes gets it and puts it up. Hunter Hayes looking for the right hook there.
Even if you didn't see the video, you could hear the gasp from the crowd of disappointment.
Very much.
Didn't quite fall.
The crowd is getting very energized right now.
We got a close game here.
It was 16-10, and then that quarter was 18-10 Mount Blue. They scored far more than they scored in the entire first half. And the Hornets put up a solid 10. Really, they scored 18 that quarter, but I would say they had most of those points in just the first 3 minutes or so.
That small stretch.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of baskets in transition, and then also hit the threes.
I guess they caught the Hornets sleeping and were able to use their intensity to take over the game. As we head into the fourth quarter, the Hornets are down by only just 2.
This is a big game. The trap was really getting to them. I think it'll be interesting to see where the emotion goes. I mean, Mount Blue still has not had a good offensive night, even though they had that burst. If the Hornets can keep holding them down. But
It was close when they played up in Farmington. It looks like it's going to be another close one tonight.
Very much. I don't know if we'll reach that high of a score, but James Anderson goes off hard. Stuck double team. They find shooters in number 15 who looks like that.
They got to stop those three-pointers.
Randy Barker, I believe his first points of the night, if I have not missed anything, which is definitely possible. And that was a big three by Mr. Barker.
Nice pass.
Great passing by the Hornets. Sorry to cut you off then.
Oh, it's all right. Number 15 will fire once again. He gets his own rebound inside. Kicks out to James Anderson, who will drive. Hop step. A charge taken by Josh Banks. The crowd very excited about that.
31-28, Mount Blue lead, 7 minutes, 17 seconds to go.
It baffles me how, like, just the celebrations are with the charges, just what is so exciting about them.
Yeah.
I do believe the crowd is
some of the most passion we've seen all night is people celebrating drawing a charge.
Yeah.
That's how you get Tommy points.
Wyatt Hathaway will look to set up. Wyatt looks to back down. Inside to Josh Banks, who is quickly double teamed. Finds Cole Moran for the jumper. It is good by Cole Moran.
That was great penetration and a nice look by Banks to give Cole some space.
That was a very good court vision by Mr. Banks, though.
31-30, Mount Blue by 1.
Keegan Melanson playing some very good defense right now.
It does hurt drawing the charge, and that's why you get a Tommy point.
A rebound by Wyatt Hathaway. Josh Banks. Hunter Hayes in the corner, who will drive. Cole Moran will pull up for three. No good. Josh Banks
Jump ball.
fights for the rebound. Once again, it's getting very scrappy.
6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. 1 point game.
Leavitt gets the ball back.
The Hornets get it inside. Cole Moran is
That's a smart
fouled.
foul right there.
What's really important here, too, is that's going to be the 9th foul on Mount Blue, which means with the next one, they'll be in the double bonus. They'll be shooting 2 free throws every foul for the rest of the game. The Hornets only have 4 fouls, so they get some fouls to give, which also means they can play really aggressive defense without worrying.
Cole Moran will shoot the first one. That is good.
And Garrett Reynolds picked up his 4th foul, so he's going to have to start playing really cautious. Actually, Coach is going to sit him down for a minute right now. I don't think Reynolds will be out long. This might be one of those situations where Coach just reminds him that he's only got 1 foul left.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The Cougars do not want to lose him for crunch time.
Leavitt finally gains that lead back.
They leave number 15 wide open, who has been shooting all night. Josiah Lerner comes up with the board. Josiah Lerner looks. Hunter Hayes inside of Cole Moran, who will get a good.
Cole's in the double digits.
Mount Blue is going to want to talk it over. 34-31, Hornets by 3. That's a big momentum swing. If you're Mount Blue, I wonder what Coach Magnuson's got up his sleeve to try to, spin that tie back. We saw in the 3rd quarter he was able to do it.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Strong. We're trying to keep up with the stats tonight. We're trying to really give you a quality production, and I hope, Mr. Strong, you've noticed improvements in really every way from the other night.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
We had a nice base to start from.
The Hornets and Cougars will look to take a little breather here.
If you're Mount Blue, too, defensively, they're playing really well. Offensively, they only have that brief stretch.
Yeah.
Although they have had some good looks at 3 in this quarter, they just haven't fallen.
The crowd getting hyped before the Cougars even stepped onto the floor.
Mount Blue takes position.
And the viewers at home, I think that crowd noise probably speaks for itself.
In hopes of sparking the Hornets here. James Anderson able to get the back door. A 3-second call.
Good defense.
There was just a wall of white right there in front of him.
Very much. Kyle Fox gets the 3 seconds. Wyatt Hathaway is quickly double teamed. Gets it to Josiah narrowly. Hunter Hayes once again finds Cole Morin. Who pins it. Puts it high on the glass.
36-31.
Number 12 will pull up.
Mount Blue says
Farman.
Jacob Farman is not ready to go away yet.
Jacob Farman playing some very stellar defense on Wyatt Hathaway here.
Farnham's got 11 points by my count.
Once again, they get it to Hunter Hayes, who looks for Josiah.
Mount Blue's ball.
There is some discrepancy over the call.
Yep, a little bit of a...
I do believe they
This comes down to the refs deciding who had a better view.
They did originally point the Hornets' direction. The Hornets will keep it.
Garrett Reynolds checks in from Mount Blue.
Wyatt Hathaway will receive it in the backcourt.
Under 5 minutes to go.
Nice floater.
A floater by Wyatt Hathaway.
Things have suddenly opened up for the Leavitts on offense.
James Anderson.
Pink Crew was saying that we may have to earn at the line, but the way things are going.
Got a push here.
If Mount Blue's not able to get some stops, we're going to earn it right on the court. Although, here we go to the line. If the Hornets can hit free throws the rest of the way, they may not give Mount Blue even a chance.
The Hornets, Cole Morin will set up to shoot a very important free throw. It is good. What is Coleman shooting from the line this year? What are his percentages from the line? I'd assume he shoots very well for a big man.
Yes. Cole's a 65% free throw shooter, but tonight he's been hitting them.
That's a pretty good percentage for a big man.
Yeah. Overall, Hornets hit 67% of their free throws as a team.
The Hornets are swarming.
Nice basket there on the follow by Caleb Talbot. He's got, I believe, 6 points. 4 minutes to go, 5-point Leavitt lead.
Josh rips. A miscommunication there from Josh Banks and Wyatt Hathaway will result in a costly turnover. As we enter the crunch time, the turnovers become very important.
Absolutely. One way we can tell when the game's intense is that we actually have a hard time hearing each other even through the headsets.
Very much. Jacob Farman will go to the ground as Garrett Reynolds. Seems like Wyatt Hathaway just wrapped the arm around. Seems that Hathaway wrapped the arm around Reynolds when he was coming off that screen. Things getting very intense in there.
A picture of calm on the Leavitt side there, Coach Hathaway. You know, there's a lot of yelling and kind of back and forth by a lot of the players and coaches, and I noticed Hathaway just kind of had his palms down, keeping his guys nice and cool.
Well, he does want to keep them nice and calm for this crunch time as they have a 5-point lead. And I'm sure the Mount Blue coach is looking to hype his players up a little bit, similar to what he did in the third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also a case of the coach knowing his players. Some players are better and they get yelled at. Some people are better, some people respond to it, some don't.
Yeah.
When you're out there playing, do you like having a coach yelling at you? Does it fire you up or does it throw you off?
Throws me off. Well, I just don't like them. I like them talking calmly with me. I just don't like them yelling at me because I don't process it right.
Right.
Definitely isn't a self-confidence booster when your own coach is yelling at you.
Yes. I'm the same way. Coaching track, which is a lot different though, I did find there were several players on track that told me they liked being yelled at because it made their adrenaline go. So I think that's where you just have to know the player. There's a few people that it just gets them fired up and others it throws them off. Mount Blue inbounding. Just under 4 minutes.
Yeah, Reynolds inside. Cole Morin has taken another charge.
Oh, that looked like a big basket by Garrett Reynolds, but waved off as they drew the charge.
As Matt Strong has pointed out, a monster game from Cole today. I would have to agree with that very much. Cole has had a very good game tonight. The crowd is getting into it as we enter the crunch time with a very close score. A few mistakes by the Hornets could lead to them losing this lead.
You might have a hard time hearing us there, but that cheer was for a foul away from the ball on Hunter Hayes.
Hunter Hayes, the freshman. He will set up. He'll shoot the first one. It is good.
It's his first point.
Hunter may be a freshman, but he does not look scared at all on the court.
Not at all. He carries himself with a kind of confidence that would be seen by a seasoned veteran.
Now Mount Blue is going to need another one of those bursts like they had in the third quarter if they're going to get back in this.
We see James Anderson gets it inside to Caleb Talbot. Wyatt will look to drive inside. He will throw one up as he is. James Anderson takes a charge. Very happy about that one. A lot of charges this game.
I would like to know how many charges have been called this game. There's been a lot of, and they're good calls. It's good defense.
Very much. Josiah Learned will go one-on-one. James Anderson, the spark guard. Very flashy. Hunter Hayes, the freshman, gets a rebound. Wyatt Hathaway will look to slow things down.
2 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Wyatt will cross, drives inside. A foul on Mr. James Anderson.
Yeah.
We'll send Wyatt to the line for two.
And again, Wyatt, 74% free throw shooter. Although he doesn't get that one to fall, but he's not the player you want to be sending to the line.
Definitely not. Wyatt has been in a lot of close games in his life. So these free throws may just seem like second nature to him.
43-35.
James Anderson will pull. He is actually blocked by Josiah Learned, I do believe.
Cole has had a huge game.
Wyatt Hathaway tracks it down. A beautiful pass, not able to get it in the hands of Joshua Banks.
I mean, I don't know. How many points does Cole have?
He got 16.
Cole has 16.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, like, he's clearly got a double-double. Blocks. Definitely. Mason, you got any idea on his blocks?
The number has gotten so high, I don't even know if I can actually count that high.
He may even be closing in on a triple-double with blocks. I don't know. He's had a really big day. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left to go. 43-35. Hornets by 8. It's still, this is a good lead, but not totally safe.
definitely not.
Because Mount Blue can hit those threes and score fast.
A few threes along with turnovers could actually put these Cougars in the lead. So I'm sure Coach Hathaway will look to slow things down a little bit, make sure his players are all making the right passes, cuts, moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only
And Coach
taking-
Magnuson said that Mount Blue has won a lot of close games this year, so they're confident in the end. But the thing at 8 points is it's not that close. They're going to need to come out and at least narrow that down, chip away at the lead right off.
Bit by bit.
Yeah, and the good factor is there's no shot clock either, so they can just keep on passing the ball, chewing off the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge
Yeah.
difference between that and like the college game
Yeah.
or pro.
Yeah, they'll look to keep the clock away. I'm sure the Hornets will only take high percentage shots from now on.
Right.
Josh Banks will inbound. The ref talking to Coach Michael Hathaway.
The comment section has some good points here about the importance of Cole and also that the Hornets just have to be smart with the ball. They were careless with turnovers in the first half. They seem to have taken much better care here.
I am unsure of what's going on.
I'm not sure what's happening. Someone ran back to the locker room. I wondered if it's like a blood on a jersey situation or a... It looks like
Appears
Cole's...
to be with Cole Morin.
Cole's coming out, he's taking it off. I believe there is some blood on his jersey, and that's why he had to come out. It looked like one of the coaches ran back to grab him another jersey.
Yeah,
The Hornets have 6 fouls on them.
But Cole Morin once again raising his arms in hopes of getting this Leavitt crowd. AJ Terrell will have to step in and fill the role. That must be very nerve-wracking for Mr. AJ Terrell, knowing that he has to come in for Cole in these crunch minutes. Wyatt Hathaway gets the jumper, nevertheless.
That was a really nice drive by Wyatt.
Very.
He gets in there and he gets himself good space with that little like lean in and then step back.
Now Cole Morin will come back as number 25. Number 25, a number usually donned by Scout Sylvester of the freshman JV team.
Nice basket there. And now with a minute and a half to go, the Hornets 47-35.
They're sitting pretty on top of this lead, but they're not going to take off the gas just yet. Number 15 will pull.
Mount Blue's still fighting hard.
Number 15 gets the rebound. Throws it up off the glass to himself. An alley-oop from number 15, Randy Barker. And an and one at that.
As they cut it to 10 with a minute 19 to go. But I think that might be a little bit too little too late. Hey, one thing I want to say while we're getting ready for these free throws, we are not going to be streaming any games next week, but we will be back the week after with another boys game and another girls game. So more commentators.
Very good to hear.
And we will be having serious Winter Carnival coverage for all of you Leavitt fans out there.
Winter Carnival going to be quite tense this year.
Yes, as it always is. But we will have at least a few more games, and we will. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll know when they're up.
Please subscribe.
Free throw up and in by
Be very appreciated.
Randy Barker. He's had a good game. I've kind of lost track of the points, I'll be honest with you, on the Mount Blue, but Barker's had a big game.
Barker.
Solid performance.
James Anderson has had a very well-rounded game so far.
9-point Hornet lead with a minute 5 to go.
Wyatt very smart taking the ball out on that one. He was able to break the double team, but stayed inside. Wyatt has a run-in with James Anderson of the Mount Blue Cougars.
And we're right at the 1 minute mark. Yeah, this is where Wyatt has played so much AAU ball and other things that he has a lot of experience when it comes to the end of the game. He's not going to get rattled or...
No, I wouldn't expect that from Wyatt.
I think he actually lives for these moments. I think this is his favorite, you know.
Yeah.
The crowd cheering, the pressure on, he kind of...
Mrs. Aguilar saying thank you for broadcasting the games. You're welcome, Mrs. Aguilar.
Thank you, Mrs. Aguilar, for tuning in. She's been a regular fan of our broadcast and in the chat, and it's nice to see. If you do, anyone else who's in the chat, I know there are 48 of you watching.
Ooh, Wyatt Hathaway
This is your chance.
is pushed on that one.
Wyatt's down. I missed exactly what happened.
I didn't see.
I do believe Randy Barker went to go box him out, and it looks like it appears to be a groin injury. That push was no bueno. Wyatt appearing to hold his groin. I do believe he took a bad slip on that one.
I didn't actually see. Did you guys see what?
He was actually on the box out. He was shoved, and it looked like his back leg slipped backwards and lost some traction. So, that's a technical foul.
They call a technical on it.
Wyatt misses the first.
Mason, there is a request out there. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Oh. Wyatt doesn't get the free throws to fall.
Missed both free throws.
And Leavitt gets the ball back.
Wyatt misses both free throws, possibly due to the groin injury.
The ball deflected into Wyatt before it went out of bounds. Mount Blue ball.
By the fans getting fired up.
Domino's Hornets.
Pick up the ball.
Jacob Farman fires.
Now 50 seconds left. Still feeling pretty good, but they got it down to 8, 48-40. Mount Blue wants to talk it over here.
More impossible things have happened. An 8-point swing in 50 seconds. It's unlikely, but
right.
still
And
a
it can come down to free throws too. If they keep fouling and we don't hit our free throws.
Yeah.
It appears Wyatt Hathaway has actually gone to the back. I'm unsure of why he went back into the locker room, but
Mason, you have been challenged. I don't know if you've responded to the challenge yet.
I've thrown in a few words here.
Oh, you have? Okay, good.
But
good. Sometimes it's hard. Like I said, it's a little hard for me to hear.
Yeah.
I'm not bilingual. And if I was, like I was thinking that was a Libra throw.
Yeah.
I know. But is Libra is free in Spanish and French? What's the word for free in Spanish?
Free. I couldn't tell you. Maybe Miss Aguilar knows. So she
All right, maybe she could tell us what is a free throw in Spanish.
Wyatt Hathaway has returned. It is quite.
Hornets got an inbound.
Get it to Josh Banks, who will keep it. He's quickly fouled. Josh Banks, another Leavitt player you do not want to send to the line.
Right. Well, speaking of,
he's a very good free throw shooter.
71%. He's a 70. In our starting lineup, Keegan 75, Banks is 71, Learned 73, Wyatt 74. Your best shot would be Cole at 65%, but that's still not, like you said, not bad for a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he does shoot a lot of free throws. So, actually, our top free throw shooter on the team is Mark Herman Jr.
A tiro libra.
Tiro libra.
I don't know how my pronunciation was there, Mrs. Aguilar. He misses the second tiro libra.
Something I'll have to work on tomorrow.
That charge here.
They call it. The crowd likes the charge call by the refs.
Hunter Hayes, the freshman, takes a charge.
49-40, 40 seconds to go. The seconds get slow here with all these fouls. Hornets have just got to get the ball inbound.
Once again.
Oh, we have James Anderson fouled out. That was his 5th.
Hunter Meeks will step in. Gets it to Cole Morin, who will get it to Josh Banks very quickly. Josh Banks is fouled.
Calling Caleb Caden. Hope I'm pronouncing his last name correct. And thank you, Mrs. Aguilar. You know, I never took Spanish, but I do my best.
We appreciate it. This has actually turned out to be a moderately high-scoring game.
Yeah, considering the halftime score.
We were on pace for about 32 points.
Thanks with the tiro libre. 50-40 Hornet lead.
Josh
51-40.
Josh Banks catches the check on that one and sinks them both. Number 12 will fire. Rebound Josiah Learned, who was quickly fouled.
Half a minute left.
Yeah, Farnham didn't hit that, but he's had a good night. Jacob Farnham. Mount Blue, I admire, considering how much they could not hit. They couldn't buy a basket in the second quarter. They really fought back and made this a tough game.
Definitely.
In a not easy environment here.
Yeah, definitely a tough environment with this.
Yep. And this is a big crowd.
Yeah.
As I look back, a big and loud crowd from both sides. Josiah hits the first one there.
Very loud. The student section filled up very well tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And it's also tough because there's a track meet.
Yeah.
So I know some of our most loyal fans.
Camden
are
Jordan.
Yeah. They're competing. They were in the chat earlier, but I think at this point they're probably competing.
I do believe Deshaun Calder is in here.
Wyatt gets fouled.
They will be sending Wyatt to the line for two.
Now we're down to 19 seconds. Or 18.9 for those fans at home who really want to know the 10th of a second. Yeah, the double bonus is just killing. And now at some point as a coach, you don't want to give up 12 points, 19 seconds.
Yeah.
You might stop fouling at this point. That might have been the last time you really do. Hornets aren't putting anyone at the line to rebound. They're just putting everyone back.
We will see some young blood stepping into this game. Tira Libro, muy bien. For Wyatt Hathaway.
How many points does Wyatt have tonight? Unofficially here. Although I'm sure unofficial stats are also pretty on top of it.
Will count them up.
Yours are better than mine.
The second free. Tira Libro.
Damien did the Leavitt score. I did the Mount Blue.
Yeah, I kind of messed up on some of them, but what my stat sheet says
some of the
got 14 points right now, but I'm pretty sure he has more than that.
Wyatt comes away with that one. The last seconds will tick away.
There we go.
Wyatt Hathaway will end up.
Still undefeated.
10-0 for the Leavitt Hornets.
Best record I've heard of.
I missed that. Did you get the how many points you had for Wyatt?
Well, it says that he has 14, but I'm pretty sure he has more than that.
Right. Hornets next week are on the road at Brunswick and Mount Ararat, so they're headed down to that coastal area for a couple games. But then they will be, and then they actually have Freiburg on the road. It looks like it's home. Actually, it looks like we've got a long road trip.
Four
we'll be
road
back.
games
I think the game here that we'll be doing next will either be Morse or Brunswick. I believe it's the Morse game here will be televised. And we'll also be having a girls game before that. Guys, great job tonight. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Very much, Mr. Davis. It was a great game to call.
Thank you to people there and for your commentary, your compliments, your questions, everything else. Thank you for our great crew.
Mr. Kyle Lebrecht, Daniel Schiffelli, Dylan Tebow.
Yes. Dylan was on sound. Kyle working camera. Daniel was sort of like the executive producer, stat person, everything guy. Thank you a lot for tuning in, and good night.